Okay, so we're going to launch into it. We're going to do our first three docs. So Right, So Smart is the story of Ray Anderson, the first CEO of a Fortune 500 company that understood that we are at a crossroad where businesses need to learn how to become more sustainable. Consumers can help companies make this transition by making demands from the companies they buy from. This is So Right, So Smart.
Very exciting, very. And the government may be pretty foolish, but business is not so foolish.
Right now, green businesses are really sexy. Sustainability is valued as very specific to business.
It can't be a lefty, progressive, liberal kind of initiative. This is all of us.
If you're not at the table, then you're harming the menu.
Dubuque's a sustainable city. This is an amazing film. Next up, Life, Death, and Dinner. Madeline loves her Greek family's traditional lamb souvlaki, but her friends claim that meat is murder. Well, Maddie's never killed anything bigger than a spider, so she decides to reconnect the animal in the meal or never eat meat again. From Australia, this is Murder Mouth.
Meat. I've been eating it my whole life, but I've never killed anything bigger than a spider. So I've decided if I can't kill it, I won't eat it.
For people, you know, it's a common theme to have killed a sheep.
To me, it's just like being breakfast. Killing sheep is necessary. You have meat, you need to kill it.
I think to kill a chicken is not easy. It is easy.
Do you think that plants will hurt?
Well, I think it's different because we can't hear plants really.
So you call yourself a snack?
That's right, a sensitive new age fisherman.
Sorry, I have to go.
It's an awesome film. Join us in an up-close and very personal journey into the transgender world where the remarkable stories and the unusual lives of a remarkable cast of characters take us into their world. This is Trans.
I'm not in the right body, but I am supposed to be a girl.
What? He's what?
You know, like for you and for other people, gender is the thing that you don't talk about. It's just like, you know, you wake up, you know you're a girl, that's it. For me, it was like part of it.
Everybody was shocked, even my mother, because I just wasn't an effeminate guy.
I felt that I was alone. I lived about half of my life as somebody who was born female before.
And I see her coming out of the darkness from the parking lot. I had to catch my breath. She was just gorgeous. You know, she's tall, blonde, blue eyes.
That was something, no-brainer. I definitely was going to save its sperm.
If you could raise your hand if someone you know, including yourself, has ever been sexually assaulted or experienced any kind of sexual violence. Just take a look around.
Those are just three of the documentaries we'll be bringing. Last year, documentaries resonated extremely well with the Dubuque community. I'm really excited and proud to work so hard to bring some amazing docs back this year. Moving on to shorts. In a world controlled by time and light, an ordinary man has a plan that could change the natural order of things. From Italy, this is Luminaris. New York is a tough place to find love, especially for an 18-month-old living on his own. After losing his babysitter, little guy Harry sinks into an adult episode of deep depression. Clearly not the first heartbroken New Yorker to turn to the bottle. This is Harry Grows Up.
New York City, the only home I've ever known. I used to feel small and insignificant among the skyscrapers. But not anymore. Today, when I stop at my favorite storefront and check my reflection in the mirror, it's clear I've changed. That's me, Harry. And as you can see, I'm hopelessly in love.
Not to be missed. Marcy Myers is down on her luck, faced with piling bills, the remnants of a failed marriage, and now an imminent home foreclosure. She has no return but the hope of a miracle. That miracle she finds in Shoot the Moon, a national game show that promises a once-in-a-lifetime chance to win it all. Shoot the Moon tells the story of miracles and the extraordinary places in which they're found. This is Shoot the Moon.
You're receiving this message. The process of your application is being tested on Shoot the Moon. Congratulations on taking the first step. Now it's time to show us what you got. Send us a home video. Learn why you deserve it. Name, age, and a brief description of what makes you perfect for our show. Send the tape or DVD to Shoot the Moon Studio, located at 8700 Bellevue Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90063. So what are you waiting for? It's time to go broke and shoot the moon.
Thank you.
Trust me when I tell you I really want to show you my shorts. Moving on to features. Missing Pieces is a feature film passion project that began in March of 2008. The movie unites a conventional kidnapping plot with two love stories. But this is a story about a man who's lost everything and his misguided attempts to put it back together. Missing Pieces is an emotional enigma about love, loneliness, and kidnapping. This is Missing Pieces.
We should be recording this.
Sit down, man. Sit down.
Set in 1997, a year when computer technology was just taking off, a computer programmer named Easton has been tracking the growth of the internet phenomenon since the beginning. When he suddenly discovers his future obituary buried in a cryptic web file, he's forced to confront his troubled past in order to prevent his predicted demise. The result is a dark science fiction experience fused with an atmospheric thriller. This is Local Router.
I've been working on this project for the last 3 years.
It's impossible for this to be happening, and it's crazy for you to be making up stories to fix things.
This is your way of fixing it. We did what we had to do.
Do you know why you're supposed to die then?
meant was this is Dubuque's very own. And the name of the film is Router, and it's outstanding. Don't miss it. Last, but certainly not least, an emotional misfit named Molly believes she's found love in a drunken one-night stand with a gay marriage lesbian activist named Mercedes. Doesn't want to see that. But once sober, Mercedes discovers she cannot escape the clingy and desperate Molly, and she's about to call upon all of her legal options to rid herself. Mercedes learns that Molly's father is actually an influential state senator who's opposed to gay marriage. This is Molly's girl.
Go to your father's birthday party and bring me with you. And I promise you, you are going to matter. Why would I take you with me? To introduce your parents to your fiancé.
Did you give my room to Jack's assistant? I don't have a room here anymore.
No. Senator Cranston. Jonas, it's been a while, hasn't it?
This is private property.
And it's beautiful, I have to tell you.
So, how long have you been struggling with being homosexual?
Oh, I don't believe that I am struggling with it.
Really? Oh, that's great. That's very admirable in a way.
That's just some of what you're going to see. We wanted to give you a taste and whet your palate. There's some great films this year. We've worked really hard to bring Dubuque a smattering of topics, awareness films, comedies, dramas, things that connect us through telling stories.